Alright guys, what's up? Wait for it, there I am. Alright, what's up guys? It's Joe from JLibby Gaming coming at you with another cool... There you go, there I am. With another cool live stream slash video, depending if you're watching it live or not, you know. So anyways, we're here, we're back in Planet Coaster with another... Oh gosh, I didn't mute myself. I'm done. There I am. That was probably weird, because you probably just heard me, like, talking there. I'm always prepared. Always prepared. I always have the stream up, just to make sure that the stream's looking good, too, so... That's always the thing that I always make sure of and do. But anyways, what's up, Silas? It's going great. We're going to be working a lot in the scenario park. So, that's going to be something that I'm excited for. Hop in here. There it is. Also, over there, I decided to bring back the Hyper Boss battle, so you can see in the top left of the screen there, we have the little Hyper Boss battle. So, like, anytime we get subscribers, if anybody super chats and stuff like that, the health bar will go down, and then whoever does the final blow will become the new boss. So, always fun. So that's another fun, cool thing that we're implementing back into the streams, because I think we had it during the Twitch streams, but I noticed it was available now for the YouTube streams now. So, I mean, it's probably been for a while now, but I just now noticed it for the first time in forever. So, anyways, we're back here in this incredible park. So, am I delayed? There's a slight delay on my, how synced up am I? I'm not synced up at all, am I? My lip sync looks really weird right now. Like, it looks super delayed. Hold on. Is there a delay in the, webcam here? I don't have a delay filter on, do I? No, I don't. There's a color correction, which could be slowing it down. Yeah. This is with color correction off, this is with it on. I thought it looked a little bit better on, so you can see it kind of helps with the colors a little bit, but I don't know. Anyways, it's not 3 seconds, it's like more like half a second, if that. Oh, actually, no, I think it's fine now. It seems okay. Okay. That's weird. Don't know what's going on there, but I know what's going on here. And that is, we have some stuff to work on. One thing I want to do, and I'm going to absolutely regret this, I know I will. And that is going to be doing a few custom wide supports for the wood coaster. Particularly in this spot, I want to do those like nice wide GCI support structures. Because they kind of have like a specific look to them. If you know, you know, so... Alright, let's see. I'm actually gonna look up Wildcat, Ozark Wildcat real quick. Ozark Wildcat, Celebration City. Which is currently defunct, because obviously we're gonna be modeling off of... Why are you using my first name like that, Fluffy? There's that. See if we can get a good photo here of Ozark Wildcat. I'm looking at some photos right now. That's actually kind of a good one to go off of. Alright. You guys can't see it, but... Got a nice little reference photo to go off of now. I'm just trying to debate whether I should be using... What pieces to be using overall, so... Coaster keeps disappearing as you're building and smoothing it. I never heard of that happening before, so I have no idea. You mean like the tracks just disappearing, or is it like flickering, disappearing on and off, or like legit? I have no idea. I've never heard anything like that happening before, so. Okay, so I think the main pieces here, we're going to use the Haunted Pillar because, in my opinion, it is the, I mean, it's the smallest wooden pillar that we have. Oh, you're using Console Edition? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't really play the Console Edition myself, so. That sounds interesting. It could be a Console Edition issue. So I'm not entirely sure. At least I've never seen it happen before, so. Alright, so we're gonna start off about right about here, and like I said, I'm gonna regret this decision, but we're going with it. If any of you've made custom supports like this, you'll know what I mean. It's always a bad idea. Alright, let's go ahead and make a scenery group, because that'll make things a little bit easier. Thanks anyway. I mean, no need to thank me, because I have no idea. I've never seen that happen before. So you're saying it's just the train that disappears while you're building? I know it disappears, like, it explodes when it, like, when you're building a track section and it comes to that track section, it disappears. But, like, I know that it does that. Like, that's normal. That's what it always does, so. If you're, like, smoothing or creating a piece, yeah, it's gonna disappear. Like, if you're smoothing and it's comes to the spot that you're smoothing and you push the smooth button, yeah, it's gonna explode or disappear. That's how it's supposed to be. That is, like, actually completely normal, so. If that is the case. Might go one less here. Like, yeah, that's actually normal. But again, I don't know if that is exactly your situation, but you know. I'm trying to think of the best way of going about this without wasting so much time creating these, but I figured I would just do a little bit at a time, and I think we're gonna use the 2x4 pieces as kind of like the connector pieces, you know. Hey, welcome to the stream, Camo. Really enjoy the videos. Hope you're doing well. Things are doing all right. I've had a crappy last couple days, just kind of like struggling with motivation just in general, so I regained some of it today, and a big part of it is just things financially have just been poop. So if you didn't know, I had to take a big break, not really a big break, but I had to go watch over a family member for a little bit because he had a big surgery coming up, and I had to take care of him for a bit, which caused me having to leave work for like a full month. And in that time, I basically ran out of money. So I'm currently trying to rebuild on that, but it's just one thing after another saying no. You don't get the opportunity to fix that. But you know, it is what it is. I'll slowly recover. It might take a while, but every time I think I'm doing a little bit better financially, something else just kind of runs in there, just like my car needs new tires now. And it's just like... and it's gonna be like $600. Just sucks. Like, since I caught a stream of yours, and I almost didn't recognize you with that long hair. I'm actually thinking about getting a cut soon. I grabbed my drink and didn't actually start drinking anything. For some reason, but yeah. But yeah, it's been a rough run the last couple of months, but I'm hanging in there, and things are gonna start looking up, I know it. I'm a very positive thinker. So, very, very positive thinker most of the time, and we're gonna try and keep that up. At least I'm gonna try to. But, like, when you take, like, a month off of work with no pay, yeah, it's a... surprise, surprise, you lose a lot of money. And it didn't help because I was just getting off of the off season, where I didn't get paid during those 2 months either. The only thing I got was, like... I got a little bit of unemployment payments, but that isn't that much, you know, that's just a tiny bit. But I'm pretty good at saving money financially. Like, I'm pretty good at money management for the most part. But I'm fairly good at managing money, but yeah, it's just been a lot hitting me all at once, you know, but it's all good. You still have a positive outlook, so. Alright, this is the 2x10. I don't think we want 2x10. Maybe, let's see what the 2x6 looks like. 2x6 might be the one we want. Make it the same color here. And basically what we want to do is have these, and then they have the little diagonal pieces as well. The difficult part with this is, like, when you go from beam to beam, you gotta constantly be doing like this, and it's kind of hard to get the correct angles and such like that. It's actually a really big pain in the booty when you're trying to do this, so. Especially if you want it to look good. It doesn't have to always be perfect, but to get it to look good can be a little bit difficult sometimes. Like I said, I told you I was gonna regret making this decision to do some custom wide supports on this thing, because it's gonna be a pain in the butt, to say the least. It always is a bit of a pain, because you have to, you know, you think you could make a sometimes you think you can make something, but you know, you think you can make like a template piece to make things a little bit easier. No, like, if you want it to be precise and look good, sometimes you gotta go like just full-on manual mode and just do piece by piece yourself, you know. So like I said, it can be a pain, but the end result's worth it because it will look fantastic. But as you can see, I've created this piece. I don't know if we're gonna be able to really... We can maybe build off of this piece, kind of, and actually, like, copy and paste it in a few spots, but let's go ahead and get our footers. We need some footers coming out over here as well, so... Always trying to look for the nice footer here. If we go to building, we might be able to find one that will work. I know they actually have this footer in here, but it has only the horizontal pieces, which does make it kind of hard. Anyways. Yes, we are very close to 9,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And if you know what that means, if we hit 9,000, it means we are very, very, very close to our first ginormous milestone of 10,000. Recently found your channel. It's great. This is my first stream. I was wondering if you have any expansions for Planet Coaster. If so, which ones is your favorite? Love the long hair, by the way. Thank you. Or love the hair, by the way. Thank you. I do have all of the DLC. I do have everything. As for which one's my favorite, it's always hard to pinpoint for me which one is my favorite. Because there are a good amount of very good ones kind of scattered throughout. So it's kind of hard. It's always been tough for me to find a favorite. My favorite DLC... The Studios pack is really good. The Adventure pack is really good. The Spooky pack's really good. Yeah, it's hard for me to decide which one would be my favorite. See, I want to use this footer so bad, but, like, it doesn't... Like, I can't change the angle of the little bracket there, because I love the bracket! I just wish I could use it. What if... Actually, we cannot rotate that. There's one way we could rotate... Well, actually, no, we couldn't. Well, maybe we could. What will I do for my 10K milestone? I'm not entirely sure, but I do probably need to start thinking about that. I mean, it probably won't be, like, super soon, but it'll probably come up on me faster than I expect. Oh, here's the small one. We need a small one. I want these mini ones. See, that one's a little bit smaller. How big is this one? I want about the same size as that one. Okay, this one. This one. This is the one. This is the one. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is do this, because I think we actually do have some bolts we can use. If I go to toolkit items, there's actually a bolt piece that... well, it's not that. I forgot what it's called. Is it called a... there it is. It's a nut. Cat nut round. It's a little big, but... You can actually maybe kind of use it for your wood coasters. Just to give it that little extra piece of detail. I'm not going to go crazy with it, but... that at least gives it a little bit of depth. Anyways, so let's just use world axis because this obviously doesn't want to be nice to me. It wants to have some weird rotations going on. Alright, so there's that one. Are these, what are these colors? Are these the actual colors, or can... I feel like they need to be a little bit lighter. There we go. Well, that's a nice little custom wide support for our wood coaster. Anyways, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I have today off. I was gonna have tomorrow off, but we are down a person at work now, and I have to cover a shift tomorrow. So I'm gonna be in tomorrow, but I did get Wednesday off, so... 100-hour live stream, 1 hour for every 100 subs. That would be that would be something. That would be something, yeah. Something I wouldn't definitely would love to do. Is a 100-hour live stream. That would be one of my favorite things. I might actually be able to do this. That might actually work pretty well. Maybe if we press it a little bit forward here. We can adjust the longer pieces just a tad, but... Oh gosh, no Rock Dog, please, no. We're not doing Rock Dog. What is your obsession with that song? Like, why? Why are you obsessed with that song? I don't get it. Then I say I do 100 hours as Joe does a 24. You did, I think. I think you did say that, Silas. I think that's something you did say. Anyways, I'm gonna try my best. I'm not guaranteeing anything because stuff does happen. But I'm gonna try my best to really try and start streaming nightly. One, because I think I want to get to that 100 or that 10K subscribers faster, sooner rather than later. Honestly, like I do want to get to that milestone sooner rather than later. And also, I need some more YouTube revenue. It would definitely help me out a lot. So it's kind of a win-win for you guys. So you guys would get more content. And I would hopefully be getting a tiny bit more earnings, you know, with my financial situation and all. So would definitely be a big help for me. Alright, so I'm not gonna bore you by doing this the entire stream, by literally just making this the entire stream of me just working on custom custom wood supports here. I'm not gonna bore you with that, but I do want to get a little bit done at a time, if that makes sense. So I do want to get some of it done. So we'll do a little bit at a time, because I don't think I could work on this for hours upon hours until it's done all at once, because that would be torture. But I'm going to do my best to try and get some done. And I wanted to start here because this would be the more prominent spot that these supports would be in. So anyways, yeah, we'll definitely do some Jackbox. You can definitely look for some Jackbox. But yeah, I want to do a lot of streaming. We could potentially, I don't know, should we make a Jackbox night? Kind of like for All Guys Fridays? But have Jackbox have its own night? That would be kind of fun, I think. And if so, what would be a good night for Jackbox? Each day of the week. What do you think? We have a Jackbox night. Be a lot of fun. Fun. Because that sounds like it would be pretty popular. And it's interactive too, you know. Interactive streams are always the most fun. Mondays. Jackbox Mondays. Mondays could be fun. I will say I get a lot of Mondays off during the summer. So I mean, we could do Jackbox every Monday night, but like I think I'd probably want to do some Planet Coaster as well, just because I get a chance to have longer streams on the days I'm off, so it can't be Wednesdays. So it sounds like Mondays might be the best day. Monday nights, maybe. Might be a problem sometimes. Can't have problems. I was like, I'm trying to do this. Alright, we'll do another one here. I'm hoping this won't be... I think this will be just enough where we don't have to worry about it against that queue line. That queue line path. Like Jackbox and After Party exclusive. And After Party exclusive. Like on Discord. I wish I could account for everyone's schedule in the world, but obviously I have to make the decision and figure out what would be the best day for most people. Seeing if I can maybe get away with just like moving these around instead of like going too crazy. So I can like move on to the next one a little bit faster. Not too shabby. That's actually looking pretty good. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the look of how this, does that look very GCI-like? I think it's looking pretty good. Like, I think it looks pretty GCI looking. Great Coasters International, you know? The after party on Discord. It's the after party. Yeah, I think those supports are looking pretty solid. Looks pretty good. Good. Alright, I think I actually want to do some terrain-based stuff in the middle here, but I don't think we're going to use that. We might actually use a piece in the Theme Maker's Toolkit item. Like, I don't know if it would be this rock. I think they're called mulch as well, so like, there's different... I got all these mulch pieces. I really want to use, like, the pebble. Do we have a big one? Yeah. Kind of used in the center here. And then we just kind of like got this little pebble structure or texture going on in the center here. I think that would look really cool, and I'm kind of looking at, you know, Wildcat. I don't think it's pebbles, but like it just got, I was looking at it, I just thought about that. I was like, that'd be cool if we had like a texture in the middle, you know, kind of like in this big helix area. You know, helixes have like these bigger structures and such. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Thank you guys so much for being here, by the way. I appreciate all of you guys. We got 61 total views for the stream, which is awesome. Let's see if we can hit 200 tonight. If not more, I bet we can do more than that. SDC and Worlds of Fun in the next few weeks. I love SDC, but not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna go Worlds of Fun. I mean, I would too, especially if Zambezi Zinger's open, so you can actually experience a new ride. Could be a good idea. I mean, I'm gonna be going probably in the next, in a few weeks. Hopefully Zambezi will be open. It should be by then, since the opening got delayed by a little bit. I don't think they've re-announced the new opening date yet. As far as I know, unless somebody else has heard, I don't think they have announced a new opening date yet. Because it was going to be the 26th. And obviously that didn't happen, so... And they did delay it, so... We shall see now. Do I think Chiefs will sign DeAndre Hopkins? I don't know. Either way, I think we're good. I don't know how much cap space the Chiefs have right now, and how big of an issue money is. If they can get him for the right price. I don't think they should overpay. If they can get him for the right price, I would say go for it. I think our receivers are going to be a lot better than a lot of people think. I mean, you think about it, we got... Yes, we got... Literally what we lost was Juju Smith-Schuster, which I was kind of hoping we could get him back. But we also lost McCole Hardman. And a lot of people... I mean, Hardman didn't do a whole lot, especially since he was injured a lot of the season. I always thought he was a little bit underrated. I know a lot of people didn't care for him too much. But... Let's see. I think our receiver situation is better than most people think. 80 million cap space? Do they really? And I really hope, and I think it's going to happen, but I think Patrick Mahomes will not worry about money too much and keep good players around him. He's already stated that money's not as big of a deal to him. I mean, look at the deal he already got. That is the key to winning more Super Bowls, is to take one for the team, you know? I think it would be a huge benefit to get D-Hop, and I would love to have him, as long as it doesn't hurt the team financially. I think it would be a good idea. And especially since you just got, anyways, look at that subscription. We got a subscription. Let's go, Trevor. Thank you. Thanks, Trevor. Way to go. Actually hit me, hit my, HP a little bit on our Hyper Boss. I haven't used these pebbles that much, like, at all yet since I installed them, so I figured I'd use them here. I think this would be nice to have it right up against the, queue line here. I think it would actually look really good. And have kind of like a gravelish pebble kind of spot right here. I think would look really nice. I do think L'Jarius Sneed would be a good one to get back, and then I've heard some rumors that we might be trying to get Frank Clark back. I think it'd be fine as long as we get him back for the right price. He does really good in the playoffs. I would like to get Frank Clark back if it's for the right price. Because I think there was some discussion of potentially getting him back, but we'll see. Anyway, either way, I think we're gonna be great. I think we are gonna continue to be a Super Bowl contender. I know a lot of people dislike the Chiefs because they're kind of starting to become the new Patriots. But trust me, I went through that. I've been a Chiefs fan since obviously I was born, and I went through those rough stages. I went through that 2-14 season. I remember when Tyler Thigpen was our quarterback. Yeah, we'll see what happens, though. I have good trust in the Chiefs' office, so whatever they do and think is best, I'm probably going to roll with it, so. Okay, let's maybe put, like, kind of a gap here between this and the queue line. I have a little bit of a brick curb, a thick brick curb here that separates this and the pebbles. And then we'll put like obviously a perimeter fence because it's right up against the track. Put a nice safety fence there on this. We're gonna start slowly detailing the wood coaster area a bit. This is gonna be probably the nicest area in this scenario. In case you guys didn't know, this is going to be a playable scenario for you guys. It's not just a custom scenario to be a custom scenario. It's actually going to be a playable scenario where you guys have to meet the objectives and stuff. That's what this is going to be. So, it's going to have legitimate stuff going in here. So, alright, let's go ahead and edit. I want to actually build this a little further down so I can kind of see what we're up against with over here, because obviously this is going to get shorter and shorter as we get down here because this is a smaller point, and I want to make sure we're not going to interfere with the fencing too much here. Can always adjust, but Arctic Rescue at SeaWorld San Diego Open, nice. Actually has on-ride theming, cool. KI is reviving Son of Beasts are swirling around again. What would they do, though? Like a new version of Son of Beast? I don't think they'd be looking at a vertical loop again, but who knows, maybe... I mean, if they did that, I could see either Gravity Group or RMC, probably. And Kings Island doesn't have an RMC, so... And I don't think they would go topper track, though. I think it would definitely be an iBox track. And just make it a hybrid. Because obviously, I don't think topper track is... I don't think we're going to get any more topper tracks, because RMC already removed the topper track from their website. They don't really promote it or sell it anymore. I don't know if someone asked for one, I don't know if they would even... They might go, yeah, we're not really doing those anymore. But who knows, we'll see. Or maybe they reimagine it with a new coaster type, you never know. Cedar Fair has been reimagining some old rides lately, you know, kind of like Zambezi Zinger. Reimagining a classic coaster there with the new one, so... It just kind of depends. RMC, ground up RMC AKI would be legendary, but then again, I don't know if, also again, if Cedar Fair is really working with RMC again, because I think there's a little rocky relationship there too, so you never know, you never know. Okay, I would truly believe if they got an RMC, but I doubt it would be Son of Beast reimagined since Banshee takes up its space and uses the station. And uses the... I don't think they use the station. I think the station's just sitting there and it's still used for, like, Halloween events and stuff. I think that's all they use the station for. I don't think they actually use the station with Banshee. It doesn't even use up all the ride space, and it doesn't have to be in the exact same spot Son of Beast was, because obviously Banshee occupies some of that. It could be somewhere else in the park, or it could take up... You never know. You never know. I think a reimagined Son of Beast would be kind of cool. It's a cool concept to think about, and an idea to think about, for sure. And it actually being successful this time would be a huge deal. That would also be a big thing as well, if it actually worked out. As long as they don't go with RCCA again, which, you know, isn't around anymore anyway, so. We're gonna raise this one up a bit. Dun, dun, dun. I just have to rotate this one beam a little bit until it fits in. Hey, it's really hard to get these to cooperate. Like, you obviously you want them to touch, or at least be against the wood. It doesn't always have to be perfect, but like, if there's a tiny bit not touching, you know, I don't think anyone would notice that much, but anyways. Yeah, I hope they keep doing the themed areas too, because obviously theming is always makes stuff just that more awesome, so. Theming. Alright, looks like this is going to fit in just fine. So, I wanted to do a few more to kind of see how close we are against this curb and everything. I think we're going to be okay, though. Biggest concern might be this spot right here. But it might be far down enough. Maybe. We'll see. It's looking good, though. I like how this custom supporting is looking so far. I think it's great. We're gonna make it go all the way around up here. I might do a little bit here, and then obviously right here as well. We might even do some on the outside in these turns here. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna take some time. Doing custom supports like this is very time-consuming, so we gotta gotta mind ourselves of that. So. Alright, so we're going to head to the safety fence, as this is going to be our, well, safety fence, of course, because obviously we need a nice tall perimeter fence that guests can't get around. And this will be perfect. You ride in the queue, it'll give us queue line. Up with the queue line scenery rating, and you'll be right up against the ride, which will be kind of cool as well. It'll be kind of a neat little experience as you're going navigating through the queue. Get to go right up against the coaster. So it's gonna kind of go in that direction, if you will. So yeah. I think I might do like a nice big sign here too for the ride. I think I've decided I'm gonna call it Timber Bobcat. I don't know why, but that's the name of the ride I'm going with, I think. Timber Bobcat. It's close enough to, you know, resembling Ozark Wildcat, so Timber Bobcat, you know, it kind of has a similar ring to it. Is there a Timber Bobcat already somewhere else in there? I don't know. Or just Bobcat, I don't know. Could just call it Bobcat. I have a little entrance way. This is going to be the exit. Entrance on this side. Be kind of a neat little entry here. See, my goal I was gonna try and build a tiny little shop here where there's like a onboard camera or something, but Ozark Bobcat. That would mean this would have to be in the Ozarks then, right? I would imagine, maybe. Which means we'd be competing with Silver Dollar City. Right? Is that what that would mean? let's see. Toolkit. Raging House Cat. The Raging House Cat. Love it. I think I might use the Jurassic Park letters. I think those would look good right here. Just overall, so let's go here. Should I have it going all the way across, or should I just have it over the entrance spot? Could be further from Branson and the Missouri-Arkansas border area. I guess so. Will it fit? Yeah, it's gonna fit. See, what colors do we want to use for this? We could... I kind of want it to look similar to the old Wildcat sign, which was like red. It had some yellow in it too, but... Might just be Jefferson City. Ozark Bobcat. That's gonna be a nice little sign entrance because you have the right behind it. So it'll fit nicely right there. Cool beans. I guess we have to do a queue, don't we? We do have priority pass as well. That's something else also we can keep an eye on. Go ahead and edit this. I'm gonna do a custom platform here. I say custom, but I'm just gonna use a concrete slab. Concrete slab. I'm gonna cover up the generic textures here using some of our own. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Alright, we'll take one, and then we're also... It's also gonna fit at the bottom here. So we got a nice little station pit in here to go along with it. Brilliant. What's with the Wendelverse? So bad. It's so bad. So bad. Alright, so we got a station forming here. I've almost been live for an hour. Holy bananas, Batman. I have no idea why I just said that, but I did. Yeah, I know Coaster Gnome came up with it. That's the problem. Okay, so we're gonna create a nice looking believable station here of delight. Pretty good. Complete with an operator's booth. I'll have to turn the size down. We're gonna take these. Gonna change the color a little bit. Have our little exit side of the dock. Might get rid of that actually. And how do we want to play this? Let's give them a little bit of space in there. Joe's alter egos and live in his own universe called Bundleverse. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. After 6 years, I finally made the switch over to No Limits 2 just today. See, I don't switch, I just do both. I have not actually played No Limits all that much lately. I did open it not too long ago, actually, or a couple days ago, though. Get back into it. To me, they're two separately different games, and I can enjoy both for what they are. So, like, No Limits 2 is strictly just roller coasters. You have no gas, no management. You know, with Planet Coaster, you have all those things as well. So, you know, you have flat rides and paths, and I mean, you can kind of do it in No Limits 2, but it's really hard. They have a few flat rides, but, and you know, with modding capabilities and such, I'm sure you could do a whole lot more with it, but, you know. I would like to maybe make some nice No Limits coasters, though. limitations in the coaster building. I mean, it's the best coaster builder we've gotten that's not No Limits 2, but you also gotta take into account it's gotta appeal to the casual gamer too. The casuals out there that aren't playing it as advanced, so it's gotta have that happy medium. I think the coaster builder's great. I think it's not as bad as people think Planet Coaster's coaster builder is. However, it's not perfect. Obviously, it needs heart lining, stuff like heart lining and stuff like that. The smoothing needs to be better, which I agree. But the kind of the system, its way it's set up, in my opinion, is really good. You know, it's still like that piece by piece. I know it's not node based like a lot of people want it to be. I personally don't care for node based as much as most people. I like the way the coaster builder is in Planet Coaster. I just wish they could implement heart lining a little bit better, and the smoothing doesn't take out your heart lining that you do end up successfully making. I think that's what the banking offset was supposed to be, is to be able to heart line your stuff a little bit, but it ended up, the smoothing tool instead gets rid of the heart lining when you smooth it. So if they could fix that out, and then fix the camera to where the transitions between pieces is a lot smoother, because obviously when you transition to each piece, it's gonna kind of jolt and not be super smooth. If they can fix those little things, if they could have just get those things fixed, I think Planet Coaster's coaster builder would be perfect. And obviously adding more options like switch tracks and drop tracks and transfer tracks, everything, you know, if all those were in there, it'd be perfect. So, by no means is it perfect. I just think people hate on it a little bit more than they should, because I prefer it over every coaster builder out there, you know, like, just my opinion. And if you like node-based better, I can understand that as well. If people like the node-based system better, I can clearly understand why people would like that better, but to me, I don't know, because again, this type of game, you have to be able to appeal to the casual gamers too. So if you go into No Limits 2, it's just like, you can't play No Limits 2 casually. Like, there's just no way. Like, you have to know what you're doing for that to even remotely have an idea of what you gotta know what you're doing for that coaster builder. So, which again, it is an incredible coaster builder. If I had to choose a coaster builder besides Planet Coasters, it definitely probably would be No Limits 2 though. So I will say that. I like both games very, very good, and really No Limits 2 isn't much of a game, it's just a coaster designer is basically all it is. It's not, it's not really a game. Planet Coaster is a game, so actual game with like management and stuff, theme park management and everything, so you know, that's why I hope Planet Coaster 2 ends up being a thing, and we can all be happy and live happily ever after. The end. But Planet Coaster is my most played game, I think, of all time. And with it being the true successor to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Just so much work, or so much more passion came into this game, or so much passion came into this game. Because you can't compare it, obviously, but if you like compare it to when Roller Coaster Tycoon World came out, you can tell who had more passion in what they were creating, so. I mean, just listen to the music difference. It's not even close. But yeah, I love I want to get back into No Limits 2 and build some really cool rides in there. So took them way too long to add the RMC coaster in there, by the way. Don't know why it took them so long to get that in there. Maybe it's obviously like gotta get permission from RMC. Okay, so we got a nice little operator's booth going in here. We do need to give him a little stool though. I do like this bar stool. I use it all the time for like operators booths and such like that, so I would just like to stick them right behind our operators so they have a place to sit. Ba-dum-bum-ba-ba-bum-ba-ba-dum. A new series in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3? Well, after revisiting it, it makes me kind of want to go back to it just because of how much content Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 had. I wish Planet Coaster had just as much, because it's crazy, bruh, how much content Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 had between the Wild Pack and the Soaked expansion packs. They have so many freaking flat rides. That was one of the best things about it. And so many coaster types that I wish were still also in Planet Coaster. That's why I think Planet Coaster 2 has so much potential. If it can build upon what this started. You know? If we could just build upon what we got. Sky's the limit. Alright, we're gonna put another fire extinguisher here. I know he's got one right there in his booth right there. But we're gonna put another one right here. Surf Coaster would be a nice addition to Planet Coaster 2 as well. I think that would be good. Ba-dum-ba-ba-bum. We're gonna add little details in our little booth here, our operator's booth. I think little details are important. Bum 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 ba da 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 da. Where's that staff only sign? There it is. Thinking about, I don't know how big it would be, but like hanging this off the chain. So it looks like it's just kind of hanging off the chain there. I think it'd be kind of cool. So there's your operator's booth, looking pretty nifty. I might give him a little fan in there too on those hot days. Trust me. You're an operator. It's always nice to have a fan. Even though this is labeled as a Q fan, we're going to give our operator a little fan here. Keep our operator nice and cool. Because we're nice like that. They deserve it. It's already select you. that up there. I think we'll just copy, what we can do is just copy these up to here. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Chance of murder? What? Anyways, I want to add some good detail to the station. Nice details. See what kind of bins we can put in here. I see these bins a lot in parks overall, so I like to place them over a little bit here and not make them completely straight, because they're not going to be like super symmetrical or straightened every time, you know? Alright, we're finally hitting a autosave, but this park shouldn't be too bad because it's not super huge or anything. As you can see, we're lagging a little bit. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Just wait a little long. There we go. Yeah, I like those trash bins. They look really good. I wish we could get invisible entrances and exits, because, like, this just doesn't fit anything in my aesthetic at all for the ride. It's just kind of like, why is that there? I have seen a thing where some people are starting to make fake stations where they don't have anything. Which is also kind of interesting, but the demolition down. You can't disable autosave. However, you can change the length of how often autosave is. I will agree that I think there should be an option to disable it and change the length. However, I do know a way how you can actually change the interval. So I have mine changed, instead of 10 minutes like the default, mine only saves every hour. So it's a very nice trick to know. Like, you can set it to whatever you want. So like, I have mine currently set to an hour, so it's not going off every 10 minutes. But I did a tutorial on my channel, actually, on how to change the autosave interval. You just gotta literally go into the game files, and there's a number. All you gotta do is change a number, and you just change the number of seconds, how many seconds between autosaves you want. So, and I changed mine to where it only autosaves every hour. Very, very nice. Why do you pronounce the iron demolition as an A? I don't know, sometimes I do it differently each time. Sometimes I pronounce stuff differently. Sometimes just like one time I'll pronounce it that way, and then another time I'll pronounce it a different way. So demolition, demolition, Demolition. Like, I will do it differently almost every time, probably. It's a real problem. There's no rhyme or reason. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna give a mini roof here for this spot. So it's kind of got its own thing going on right there. However, we don't want it to go through like that. Dagnabbit. It's gonna try and do it anyways, which means we can just pull this out a little bit, and that'll work. That will work fine. Alright, so now we need to think about pretty soon how we're going to be doing a roof on this too. I think we'll go ahead and keep this kind of like this going around though. For the whole structure. After Grocery Museum opened up, it actually... Yeah, I mentioned that, or I did say something. Or I did say that. It was very brief, but I did say... Yay, it has theming. Alright, we're gonna go building... Figured these would actually be a good spot to put where this gate is to try and cover this up. Just us trying to cover up that theming, you know, or that gate. We don't like it. Okay, I just want those tops to look a little bit nicer, so we're gonna throw those on there. What? Emperor has no theming? Yeah, that's what I've heard, so. I've never used these little air gates, so I'm kinda want to. Okay, I guess if we want them to go the other way, we gotta flip it around here. we're actually gonna activate these on trigger. So once the train gets to a certain spot, they're gonna open up. At least that's what I'm thinking about doing here. I think it'd be kind of cool. Don't you think? I wish I wouldn't move on because I'm trying to line that up. And it kind of, just to kind of try and slightly hide that fence a little bit. So if we go in here and make a trigger sequence and add a trigger, maybe when, I mean, it's gonna open while the train's in motion, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Those can open. Can we get it to stay open for a certain amount of seconds? How long is it gonna stay open? Or do we have to go to our trigger sequence to maybe change that? So on 1, irrigate, play there, and we can play on trigger, restore color. There's no option to keep it open for so long though. How long does it stay open? For a decent amount, but will everyone make it out in that time? I don't know. You can also throw a slight delay on there too, so you can wait until the train comes to a stop. So it will play 3 seconds after it hits that. Am I watching the Heat Celtics game tonight? No. I don't have TV. Likely, we'll have to do one trigger where you activate it, and then the other one where you deactivate it. Oh. Is that an option? I know, like, these are, like, the Maker's Toolkit items, so I'm not sure if they'll work with these or not, but we'll find out. Okay, that's some good timing. As long as it stays open long enough for people to get off. It doesn't have to be, like, super perfect, but it stays open for a decent amount of time. Like, if we go, let's go to, not edit triggers. So, like, if we go down to here, you can kind of see the options, swap color, restore color, change color. The only option we can do is play. There's not really an option to keep it open or play as, like, for a certain amount of time, like there is an in-game, and I think that's because it's a Theme Maker's Toolkit item. But I think it'll be just fine, even if it's not that long. It still works out. It does, it does. Okay, let's go into here. And we need to start trimming our wall pieces that we've already placed in here for the rest of the station. Yeah, because it's Theme Maker's Toolkit, we might not have the option to do much more than that on that, so it's all good though. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Okay, we're going to take the outside one here on all of them. Everywhere where we haven't done it before. which is all of it. And we're gonna sink it down right there so it has a nice transition from the other texture. So that'll be nice. Go ahead and move these over here so they can be other. Nice support structures kind of coming across for the exit. All right, let's get our other staff members in here, shall we? Give him a little tan here. We'll put a loader person over here too. Give him some darker skin. These guys look a little bit different from each other. What is the coaster called? Ozark Bobcat. Alright, let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and throw a disable dispatch enable button. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. Can't see where the end of it is. Alright, that's perfect. Right there. Yeah, we need to get an AED in here as well. Throw this in the booth. Have a defibrillator. It'll fit in nicely right there. Where's the park meant to be located? I'd imagine somewhere in the Ozarks, but it was Silas's idea to do Ozark Bobcat. I was gonna do Timber Bobcat, but he suggested Ozark Bobcat. Because to make it even more of a knockoff, I guess. If we're already not enough of a knockoff. Of, you know, Wildcat itself, so. Alright, I think we need to start looking at an outline for our roof that we're gonna do. I think I might make a custom roof here. Potentially. Okay, and just like I would imagine, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be a pain in the butt, but we got it. we're going to go ahead and have it cover up the stairway here as well. Suggested because it sounds good. But it's still a knockoff. You gotta admit that. It's still a knockoff name. Ozark Wildcat, Ozark Bobcat, like, come on, that's... It's a knockoff. Tightwad, wait, what? There's no way that's a legit name for a place. No way. It's ridiculous. It's a real town. Interesting. That's where it should be located. Okay, we're gonna go with the shorter piece here so we can fit it in. Trying to avoid fighting textures if I can. Alright, well, it's near Lake of the Ozarks. What do we have? 2x6, 3 meter, 2x6, 2 meter would be next. Alright, I try to make all of my little skeleton pieces different from the last. Every time. I always try to create something new each and every time. Just I try to. This one seems to be more complex than I've ever done before. At least a bit more, anyways. That one there. I think. Almost there. Just gotta do it to the other side and then we'll be good. Typically we can probably just do that and plop it in over here. That'll look good. Alright, so to get all these selected nice and easy, we're gonna do that. Try and deselect the stuff we don't want. I don't know how these didn't get selected. That's interesting. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, I think I got it. Almost. I just had one extra piece. That's alright. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. I'm probably gonna do a custom roof anyways. But we're just gonna go ahead and build these here so I can get the skeleton section down where we want them. Oops. So we'll put it on, start off with either inside here. And then we're just going to copy them. I like to start off in the center of each one here. And then I like to typically do one more in between those, because I do feel like it's a little bit underdone right here, so typically we'll go in and go and in between these ones even. Looking good though, yeah? I think this unique skeleton turned out really nice. I think the stations turn out pretty good. There we go. Now, I am going to go ahead and move this extra one just off into the distance in case we need to use it again. If we end up not using it, we'll get rid of it, but it is definitely inspired by Ozark Wildcat. It's not exactly the same layout, but it's very similar. Very, very similar. We're even going to do some custom supporting on it too. And we're so original, Silas thought it was a good idea to call it Ozark Bobcat, so that's what we're rolling with right now. It's actually kind of close to the original sign too. It kind of had like a similar font. But you can see the station is coming along quite nicely now. I don't know, should we do a custom roof or should we just leave it with the little tin roof here? I think I kind of know what I want to do with the roof, and it's going to be custom, but I think there is a tin, not that one. There's a piece that I could use, but I don't know what it's called. I know it's in here though. I just gotta remember the name of it. Ah, this guy. This one's bigger. We'll use the bigger one. I think we're gonna go with this one. Alright. So we can get rid of the old roof here, or the end game roof. I only use that to create everything else, basically, is what I use those for. Then we go and delete them and put in our actual roof. So yeah, we're gonna use the metal roof. We're not gonna use that roof, but we're gonna use this roof. So it's still a metal roof, but I think this one just looks a little more realistic overall. And we can really get nice and customizable with it. Do what we need to. And it just looks like the reason why I want to do something different is because I just want something that doesn't look like a Planet Coaster roof, because you see those everywhere, so I kind of want to just make something that looks a bit different. If that makes sense. So you look at it and go, oh, that doesn't look like it's from Planet Coaster, you know? Oh, I see how this is lined up now. We probably are going to have to do it this way. That's going to be a problem, isn't it? Of course it is. It's going to try to be a problem. But we're prepared for everything. Here, we'll just flip it. At least try to. I want everything to line up. And then the tip at the very top, we'll put a piece across it as well to kind of get rid of this a little bit so it looks a bit better. I do like this roof piece though, or this metal tin roof piece in the workshop at the Maker's Toolkit. I think it looks great. Hey Dr. Awesome, planning to build a wooden coaster modeled off a Cyclone for your next park. Awesome, very, very classic option there. Cyclone. Very, very classic. I think this roof goes very, very nicely. Like I said, I want to make it to where it almost looks like it's not Planet Coaster. Because if you have that metal roof from the in-game option, you can just tell it's Planet Coaster, and it's just kind of like, well, you know. Alright, and then for the end here, I wanted to hang it off a little bit like we did on the other side, but we just gotta line this up to where you're not gonna notice that it's overlapping. Like so. And hopefully it won't have any fighting textures. I don't think it will. Doesn't look like it's going to, so that's good. Is that Theme Maker's Toolkit? It is Theme Maker's Toolkit, yes. It is called PBR Roof Panel. There's two different sizes, 2x2 and a 4x4. This is the 4x4. Very, very nice piece. And I've been wanting to use it more often, because I know I've had it for a while, but I've been wanting to use it more often than I have. So you got this one too. I have a lot of different options. This one looks pretty cool too. And it is recolorable as well. See, I'm trying to make it look like, or I like to use do my best to try and use parts that you look at it and go, oh, that's not a part from Planet Coaster. And it's got good reflections. Like the texture of this roof looks perfect. The way it reflects the light and everything. Whoever made this roof did such a good job. Exactly why? Tell me exactly why. Why would you go in Theme Maker's Toolkit and make the running cost of this piece $1? Why? Why would you do that? That's an option that you can do, and when you upload it to the Steam Workshop for the Theme Maker's Toolkit, you can make it have a monthly running cost. Why would you have an object that's literally just sitting there have a monthly running cost of $1? That's going to affect... That's legit going to affect my... legit going to affect this scenario. Like, because obviously there's going to be a management side of this scenario. Why? Why would you do that? Why? I just now noticed that. Like, each one of these is going to cost me $1. Really? Who would do that? I was given this whoever built this, I was giving you so much props, and then you do this to me. It's just like, that's such a weird decision to have. And like, it's not something that's like there. It's not something that's there by default. You have to put it in. It's at default, it's 0. So they purposely went in and changed it to $1. Which, again, makes me go, why? Evil. No, the default is not $1. The default is 0. I've created Theme Maker's Toolkit items. You have to manually put that in yourself, so like... They intentionally wanted to do that. What coaster am I making? I'm making a GCI... Gosh dang it. A GCI wooden coaster that's inspired by Ozark Wildcat from Celebration City. And in fact, this whole scenario is inspired by Celebration City itself, so... We've just been working on this station for it, so... Alright, we got the roof kind of up. It's kind of levitating at the moment, but that's alright. Thinking about continuing this around a bit. Can I make Pantheon? I don't know if it's really possible in Planet Coaster since it has a swing launch. So probably not. I wish we did have that functionality in Planet Coaster, and I mean we should, but we don't. That's something we do need in Planet Coaster 2. Swing launches. Oh yeah, you rode Cliffhanger, didn't you? Used to be at Celebration City. I have ridden that too, just not where it's currently at. I rode it when it was actually here in Celebration City. You don't have to make the backwards part. I guess you could leave it out if you wanted to, but I guess that's fair. I guess you could leave it, the swing launch, technically, but it does have a switch track, though. I mean, you can make it look like the spike is there, but you're probably just going to have to not use the spike, and the spike wouldn't be functional. So I guess you could do that, like have a fake-looking switch track that doesn't actually function. So I guess that would technically kind of work. Yeah, I don't remember that ride too much because I was pretty young when I rode it. When it was at Celebration City. I just remember that it was called Thunderbolt. When it was at Celebration City, it was called Thunderbolt. Was the name of it. And I thought it was decent. It was fun. Alright, we're going to put some posts around that kind of serve... Well, I guess it is. Not kind of, it does serve as kind of a support structure for the roof and everything and all that fun stuff. Looking good, though. Oh, looking pretty good. I'm really happy how the station's turning out. Obviously, we need to get this finished over here and get this going, but it obviously looks kind of awkward how it's kind of hanging over at the moment. Nice little station, though. We'll put the, so the transfer track's gonna go right here. Kind of have like a classic GCI transfer track where it's kind of like just a little building and then the track can switch over from one to the other. It's gonna be the idea about that one, with that one, so. Yeah, we're starting to get this wood coaster going. We've really started to do some detail work on it. We previously had worked over here a lot with these rides. We have our little small children's rides right here. It's kind of like your little small children's area. And then you're gonna have, this is gonna have its own little area, basically plaza for the wood coaster, the GCI here, complete with custom supporting that we are working on, that we just started. And a beautiful little station that is turning out quite nice, actually, so. First I thought you were making Pantheon because of the station, because the station Reagan looks so much. Does it really? I don't know what Pantheon station looks like, so. That's interesting that it's looking like it. This is going to be the big main attraction, though, of the park. Everything else is going to be kind of small and, you know, like, kind of like Celebration City was, you know. It has a lot of, like, little small carnival rides and a few carnival rides, some small rides, some go-karts, and then you have a nice big GCI wood coaster in the back of the park that is kind of set as the main attraction. Which I think it turned out really good. It looks a lot like Wildcat. Like, it's not the same layout, but it's very similar. The layout is fairly similar, for sure. And I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out what else I want to do for this go-kart track, because it's a little bland right now. Oh, everything just blacked out on me. I don't know why stuff does that sometimes. Anyways. Okay. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Probably should work a little bit on the areas around leading up to this as well. Gonna subscribe to me? Well, I appreciate it if you do. We're on our road to 10,000 subs. We're very close to 9,000. We're not too far away from 9,000. I'm super excited. Because once we hit 9,000, which we'll probably hit pretty soon, very, very soon, we're going to be just 1,000 away from 10. Which is incredible. I can't believe this channel's grown the way it has. And I appreciate all of you so much. But yeah, if you like Planet Coaster content and just theme park sims in general, that's what we do a lot of on the channel. Mostly, that's our main thing. We do other games too, but the main thing on the channel is definitely theme park simulation and stuff like that, so. This area is starting to look good. Well, I don't know what happened to my voice there. I don't know what that was, but I just got excited because I think this area is starting to look really good. And continue on our queue line here. We'll continue the brick on both sides. Should probably throw in a test seat out front. Should I learn how to make a switch track? Make Pantheon if you want to. I don't know if there's a good way. I think there's a glitch where you can make a switch track kind of work, but it's finicky. And I don't know if it's the best option, but there is, I want to say, it's kind of weird how it works, but if I remember right, I don't remember exactly what you have to do or how it works, but there is kind of a weird glitch, I think, that you can use to your advantage. It's funny when glitches work to your advantage, but I think it's funny when that happens, but... You're gonna do that? Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope it works out. Hope you can get it figured out. We'll go ahead and put in a height stick there. And our safety sign as well should probably go over here as well. Would you say this is a 4 or a 5 when it comes to intensity? Kind of leaning towards 4 because, like, these rides aren't like they're pretty extreme, but not like overly extreme, I guess you could say. There's no inversions. I mean, they're pretty high pace. Like, it's got a fast pace and everything, but I don't know. Yeah, it makes it flip around and it looks tacky. Like, that's what I was thinking. That was the glitch that I was thinking of. It, like, flips the whole train around and it's kind of weird. But hey, if it works, it makes it somewhat functional, I guess, you know? My gosh, could you imagine if Planet Coaster 2 has stuff like switch tracks, drop tracks, and more? Bro, that would be so amazing. If it had all those functions. I would go insane. Surely, if they do make a second game, that would be a thing. Also, I just want... Just because I'm wondering, because I tried something new on the settings and of the stream. Are you guys getting a lot of ads? Or is it an overwhelming amount of ads, or is it like I'm having it automatically insert ads, but I don't know how often they're popping up for you guys. I know I'm not a big ad person, and I don't like throwing ads in front of people's face, but monetization is still important. Because I see once in a while, I look over and it says ad inserted, so I don't know how often they're coming up. Only gotten one this whole stream, and it was just a second ago. Okay. I just want to make sure they're not popping up too often, because I know that can be annoying. So, if that makes sense, so. I just want to be sure. I want to hear you guys' feedback on that, so. But ads are important for my channel, because obviously it helps support me, so. As much as I hate ads just as much as the other person, but monetization's kind of important for me right now. But I don't want to do it too much, overwhelming, to where it's just like too much for people, you know? I don't want to annoy people with ads. I gotta have a perfect balance, you know? There needs to be a perfect balance. Not too much, but enough to... you know, enough to keep us supported here. So I know I should probably advertise more stuff on my channel, like when it comes to like my sponsor and stuff, like Dubby and stuff, like, but I don't like do it that much because I know how annoying it can be. You know? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I know some people complain a lot when just like one ad pops up and it's just like, sorry, Joe's gotta eat. Those ads are paying for allowing me to, you know, be alive. Or helping me stay alive, basically. Am I still sponsored by it? Yeah, the sponsorship lasts for as long as I want it to, it's basically like a lifetime thing. If I want to stop, it's just kind of up to me if I want to like, you know, say much about them, you know? It's just kind of like an ongoing thing. It's not like a timed sponsor, it's just kind of like an ongoing partnership where, like, I can advertise them or stop advertising it whenever I want, you know, and I get a lifetime of discounts anyways. So, like, once I signed up for it, it said that, like, you have discounts for a lifetime. So, like, anytime I want Dubby for myself, I still get my discounts and stuff for it. So, one girl got canceled for something and lost a lot of fans because of it, and she started to have 3 advertisements on top of YouTube ads. You got canceled for having too much ads? That's ridiculous. Well, I mean, I can get how annoying it could be, and that's probably, it's obviously excessive ad work. That's why I wanted to make sure, because I did automatic ads, because I always forget to insert them myself. So, like, that's why I wanted to check with you guys to make sure there's not too many coming out. To where it's like, you don't want to make your stream unwatchable, because obviously it would be like an ad every couple minutes. That would be annoying. But like one ad every like hour or something like that, you know. But I don't know. Like, you gotta have that perfect balance to where it's not annoying, but you still have enough to, you know, kind of be in a good spot, because it was for something. Oh, she got canceled for something else. Okay, that makes sense. Then she started putting a lot of ads. Ah, I see now. So they got canceled for something else or controversial, and then started putting in a ton of ads because they got canceled because they weren't making as much money, probably. And then milk out the few fans that they had left. Gotcha. I hope I don't ever get canceled. I hope not. I mean, I'm not really big enough to really get canceled anyways. I mean, anyone can get canceled, but, like, I'm not, like, a big channel or anything. And as far as I know, I'm a decent human being. It's another reason why I don't like to share any of my political views or anything. I keep that completely off of my channel. Because it's not the place for it. I will never talk anything politically on my channel, because in fact, that's about all I'm gonna say. Because if people don't agree with your views, then they can't be a fan of yours. But, you know. But yeah, I have, I just try to have, basically, my channel is just a place to get away from all that kind of stuff. Get away from the real world, and we're just all here to have a good time. That's what my channel is about. We're just here to enjoy the games that we play, and just enjoy what we do here. That is the goal. It's not to talk about the problems or issues going on in the world. It's to get away from that and into a world that where none of that exists. We can get away from that for a little bit. And then I think some people will be like, but it's if you're on a big platform, it's your responsibility to share or, you know, those kind of stuff. And I'm just like, no. I'm like, that's not what this is about. This is about entertaining people, you know. You came to this channel to watch me play Planet Coaster, basically, or watch what I can do, see what content I create. That's what you're here for. You're not here to hear about issues in the real world, you know, or what I think about those things. I just want to keep it nice, family friendly. Anyone can watch my stuff. I know a lot of people, I've gotten criticized for being so family friendly to where, you know, I think it's funny when people make a big deal on my Discord when they get warned for foul language and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that in there. I want a place where anyone can be a part of this community. Anyone can be a part of it, no matter what your age. So we obviously have to keep things a little family friendly here, unless it's Fall Guys Fridays, and then you know how that works. I love how you just go on, like, yeah, my channel's family friendly except for Fall Guys Fridays, but that's not me. That's not my I'm not the reasoning for that. It's the people that I play with. So this is funny. Hey Kittywood, how's it going? We're slowly coming away on this. Can't stay long? That's alright. No problem with that. A warning label on Fall Guys Fridays. Did I tell you guys that one of not this last one, but 2 weeks ago, the Fall Guys Fridays, my stream got not suitable for advertisers. YouTube actually flagged the video for not being suitable for advertisers, or the live stream rather, because of some of the people that are in it. I thought it was funny. I mean, I could have requested a manual review, because, I mean, the only thing really in it is foul language, so, like, I guess it was a little bit too excessive that night, maybe, I don't know. I think it was Laramie. I think he was the reason. Yeah, he had quite the potty mouth that night. I wish it would kind of pinpoint, like, and tell you why it's not suitable for advertisers. Like, I wish that it gives a reason, but it doesn't. It just says, not suitable for advertisers. I'm like, I wish it would just at least give you a reason so you know why it got flagged. So that way I can pinpoint maybe where it is and maybe even edit the section out. I mean, I don't really care that much because I don't really make that much off of Fall Guys. Fall Guys isn't like a live streams that really push my revenue at all. So, like, having a one Fall Guys live stream that's limited, it didn't like completely destroy or get rid of ads. It just says it's limited ads. So, like, I'm not getting the full benefits. So I could still get some ads, but not I'm just not getting all the ads. So, and we've been live already for over 2 hours. That's incredible. But like I said, guys, I'm gonna do my best to start trying to live stream more often, if not daily. Like, I want to start live streaming daily. So when I get home from work, it's probably gonna be pretty late. The live streams will probably be fairly late, but I just need to push my YouTube revenue a little more, because it's the only other side cash that I have. It is a part of my income. It really is. Like, obviously I have a day job at Silver Dollar City, but like, which is the biggest part of my income, but this is also part of my income as well. So if I can push it a little bit more, I'm limited to how many hours I can get at Silver Dollar City. However, on YouTube, it's just kind of based on how active I am, you know? And I have to say, like, my revenue on YouTube has been, it's been crazy how it's evolved. Because you have a $100 threshold. I'm not going to talk about too much how much I make, but the fact that I can, because you have to make $100 before they'll pay you, I get paid every month. So that tells you at least how much the minimum that I make. I hit that threshold every single month. So I get paid every single month. So it would really suck if I didn't, because if I got skipped by a month, that would suck. I remember my first YouTube payment. It took me like years, because I was there before there was a threshold on subscribers, because you have to make 1,000 subscribers now to even start monetizing your videos. I was on YouTube at a time before that was a thing, and I was making like pennies on my videos. It was funny. I was like, oh man, this month I made 10 cents, you know? Yeah, I'd expect the streams will probably be around 9:30 p.m. or so. I'm gonna start scheduling them, I think. So like, after we're done here, I'm gonna actually schedule tomorrow's live stream, tomorrow night, so you guys have an idea of what kind of stream it's gonna be too, what I'm gonna work on, and such like that. So I kind of gotta go kind of like Derek's route, and we're gonna be trying to live stream every single night, every day, like daily live streams, and that's gonna be my goal coming into June. I know it's gonna be hard, especially since when Fluffy's in town. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do. We're probably gonna do a stream together, for sure. So that'll be fun. I got 10 cents. I was excited. I was excited when I first started monetizing my channel, and I was making 10 cents every single month. And it's just crazy how much further I've gotten. Scheduled streams are tight. I've always, like, the reason why I haven't created like a streaming schedule mostly is because there'd be times where I'm like, oh man, I gotta stream, and I didn't feel like streaming. And you could definitely tell, like, in the stream itself that, he doesn't want to stream. But with this, the way it's gonna work basically is I'm gonna try and stream every night, but I'm not guaranteeing a stream every night. So if I do have a night where I just need to take a break for a night, you know, I'll definitely take that break. But I'm gonna try and at least schedule the streams a little bit more often now, and kind of see how that goes, and see if that works out or not. It just kind of depends on how it all shakes out, how it plays out. We'll see. What should we do work on tomorrow night, though? Or what should we do tomorrow night? Tomorrow's Tuesday. I do have to work. I was originally off, but now I have to work. To come in and cover a shift tomorrow, but the bright side is I have Wednesday off now, so... Are you continuing this park, or the challenge park, or SDC? Yes. Yes on all of them. All those are current active series going on right now, so... Sword Art City's still going on. Challenge Park is still going on. and this park is going on right now. And I think that's the main... and I'm also working on an inverted wood coaster mini-series that I actually need to record the next episode on. I think the last episode was over a month ago, so I did one episode on it and essentially haven't worked on it since, so I've been really bad with that. I probably need to do that. What would you guys like to do? Silas's vote is SDC. Probably should do SDC though. I'm gonna be honest. That probably would be the best option. SDC probably is a good option to do for tomorrow. Work more on some Fireman's Landing. That's the area we've been working on lately. But I would say tomorrow would probably either be Silver Dollar City or more of this scenario. I know a lot of people love the SDC series, and it's been going on for so long. Maybe one day I'll finally finish it. I just need to work on it more consistently, I guess. That's my main problem. I just don't work on it consistently. So, like, I'll go sometimes months without even working on it. I probably should have finished it years ago, but like I said, it just... being consistent has been my issue with it. Staying consistent. I want to see some removals come in. Challenge Park with newer models of coasters come in. Surf, Axis, Hot Racer, and Multi-Dimension. Ooh. I don't know if you... can't really do the surf coaster that much. I mean, you could use this, obviously, the regular stand-up B&M stand-up coaster, but they don't really have the surf coaster, so I don't really know how I would be able to do something like that. Or, I know some people have been, for the Axis, have been using those Mine Train cars from Seven Doors, that were inspired by Seven Doors Mine Train. Some people have been using that as the... to try and create access coasters. Because I don't know what exactly what cars you would use for the surf coaster, except for, because there's only one stand-up train that you can really use, and that's just the regular classic stand-up B&M. Of course, the surf coaster is 2 per row, so it'd be kind of, you know, Hot Racer equals Inman 2-person trains and T-Rex. The small Intamin ones like first one, Surf, would be just be the stand-up, just a stand-up with launch, you know. I mean, I guess it works, but like, I mean, it's the only thing you can really do. Like, you can't really do anything else, so. Because there's not a 2 across stand-up coaster and Planet Coaster, like the surf coaster, so. But man, if Planet Coaster 2 ends up coming out, that's another coaster idea. Or another model idea, definitely, is the surf coaster, B&M surf coaster. Should definitely, hopefully that's something they would be looking into. Okay, so that's starting to turn out okay. We just need to put in some foliage and other things in this area, and we'll be great. Mock coaster that could be done with mock track and Gersauer trains or Looney Tunes trains. Yeah, there's a lot of like different switching you can do. That's for sure, to kind of create those type of rides and such. It's definitely possible. You just gotta believe. Alright, let's see. Move that. Can you not? I hate how it... What's that? Boom. That's what I wanted to do. And meant. Need to get the smaller pieces around for this spot. So there we go. Now we could probably put in some trees and foliage and stuff right here. Have I seen the new Gerstlauer invert? I did see a photo of that, yes, on I think it was on Facebook. I saw that and was like, oh, there's a Gerstlauer inverted coaster now, so that's interesting. You're building... You said building a PC isn't as hard as you think. Thinking about maybe just trying to build one, and the YouTube guides don't say... Oh yeah, just get a YouTube guide. Find one of your favorite... Just find a YouTube guide on how to build one and follow it, and you'll be golden, man. Like, seriously. I learned how to build a PC just by watching YouTube videos. It is very easy. There's a lot of stuff you can mess up, yes, but like as long as you have done your research, you know, it's fairly simple. And you also got to make sure all your parts are compatible with each other too. That's the other big thing. Which, if you're using PC Part Picker, you can really test out your parts and make sure they all... just use PC Part Picker and it will literally guide you. Like, every parts that you pick out, it will let you know if there's any discrepancies, like, oh, this isn't compatible with this, you know? It won't allow you to make the mistakes, so... Any mistakes, so... Oh yeah, Falcon's Flight's been actually under... I saw photos of it before they started doing the first lift hill, or the launch lift. I guess it's a launch lift. I saw pictures before that a few months ago, maybe like a month or two ago, where they were actually working on like one of the brake runs and stuff. So it's been vertical for a little bit now. But now it's actually going vertical. And I'm curious to see how close to that original concept it's going to be. And I thought it was going to be a normal lift hill. I didn't know it was an LSM launch lift hill. That's going to actually be really, really cool. Because isn't that supposed to be like a 200-foot hill? Like lift? Launched lift? That's going to be insane. But I am curious to see how close it's going to be to the concept. And I can guarantee you it's probably going to have a lot of downtime. So keep that in mind. I guarantee you that thing's probably going to be down a lot. I'm doing a Dollywood-inspired challenge park right now, where I'm going to have terrain-based coaster like Mountain Sidewinder. Awesome. Yeah, terrain... That's going to be challenging, though. Being in the terrain-based parks and playing a coaster, especially challenge. I wish you the best of luck. Alright, we're gonna get a few bushes in here. These ones I like to use if it's a more narrow spot. There we go, and that blends this spot over here with this over here. Everything just kind of blends together and it looks really nice. Get some trees over here will give us some nice shading. I like to use the ash trees here as a nice small tree to kind of throw around here as well. Beautiful. Move slower than the SDC recreation. I don't know if that's quite possible, but... Terrain is very hard. But the payoff is typically worth it. Hi, remember me? I might, potentially. I have a really bad memory when it comes to names and stuff, because I do see a lot of people come through here sometimes, so... It can be hard for me to remember sometimes, so I do apologize. JPW. It sounds familiar. I feel like I have seen that name before, so... which, obviously, I have, but... if you're asking if I'm remembering you... That makes sense. But has it been a while since you've been in a stream? Of course, I haven't been streaming a terrible amount of times, so it's nice to be proud of your park for sure. I have a lot of projects that I was proud of too, and I'm actually thinking I'm pretty proud of this project so far. This scenario is going to be awesome, and I hope it plays just as awesome as it looks. My biggest fear for this being a actual playable scenario, the biggest fear about it is that since I'm adding so much detail and stuff like that, it's going to make the park very popular, a little bit too popular that I wanted to, because obviously you're trying to take over a park that's not doing well. And that's obviously the gist of how this is supposed to be playing out. So I gotta make it in a way... Maybe I just gotta make it... Maybe I could just make everything a little challenging. Maybe that's the way to do it. Just make everything here challenging. Maybe. So, like, make it harder to earn money, make it harder to get guests to come to the park. You know, I'll have to find that specific balance, for sure. Do I know what WWE is? Yes, I do know what WWE is. World Wrestling Entertainment. As a kid, I did watch a lot of WWE. When I was a kid. I haven't watched it in a lot, like, so long since I was a kid. That was probably the last time I watched it, but... But, you know. A YouTuber of just WWE. Like I said, I watched it a lot as a kid, but I don't watch it, like, currently. Then again, I don't have TV, or I don't really have cable or TV anyways right now, so I only have internet. I spend a little extra on my internet, so I have really good internet for streaming and stuff, and downloading and all that stuff, so... There we go. Curious of how that's gonna be when I get up to that spot. So that's why we're going a little bit. When Wundleverse right, what? What do I like better? Big mountains or the beach? That's a good question, because I have been to both. I've been up in the mountains, I've snowboarded up in the mountains, absolutely love it, it's one of my favorite things to do, but I've also been to the beach, which is so relaxing and so nice. That That's a tough question for me, because I love both. It's hard for me to kind of choose one of those. I don't know. That one's hard for me. I almost want to say mountains, just because I can snowboard and it's a lot of fun, but just the beach is just so freaking relaxing, you know? And I don't know. That's a really tough question for me. Really, really tough for me to really pinpoint what I would say on that. California, where both big mountains and beach. I like the mountains more, but could be biased living in the mountains. I experienced the mountains before the beach, though. I have probably experienced more mountains than beaches, but because we'd always go out and go snowboarding and everything. Love snowboarding. It's so much fun. Can be dangerous at times, but so much fun. I was always careful and never got hurt, but I did bruise my tailbone a few times snowboarding, just falling right down on my butt. That wasn't very pleasant, but and I typically prefer the cold in general. I like cold over hot. Personally, I hate it when it starts getting hot. I hate being sweaty. I just hate it. Ugh. I'd rather be cold. I prefer the cold over heat any day. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I think these custom supports are looking pretty good, but I've hardly done any. Like, I've done from here to here, and I needed to go all the way around here, and I'm probably gonna put some here and just everywhere. It's a bad idea, but you know. I probably need to put some on the inside too, because GCIs have them on the inside. And especially on like little helixes like this, they all come to the center, and yeah. Exactly, you can always add layers and everything, you can move around and stay nice and warm, but heat is just, to me, the heat's just more miserable, and you know, you just get sweaty. This is nasty, I don't like it. You get sweaty, and it's just not as good to me. I just like the cold better. And then getting sunburnt? Yeah, not fun. Not fun at all. I'd rather be shivering. Alright, this is looking pretty solid. There was something that I was going to add that I forgot. Oh yeah, it was something like just ridiculously, like not even that big of a deal, but I was going to add a height stick on the dock. That's something I always forget to do in my stations, is actually add a height stick. In the dock area, so they can actually measure kids from in here. I don't know why it's a detail that I always forget to put in here. But we need a height stick. Alright, we need a, do cubbies, or I can just put in the storage bins here. We'll just throw in some storage bins. Put an open and a closed one. That way they represent different trains, like when, if you've seen these before, they'll close the ones of the trains that are out there, and then the ones that are open are the ones that are in the station, so. That way people can't just grab your stuff Okay, so we're getting a nice atmosphere here in this, in here. So let's go ahead. See what our POV is looking like now that we're adding some more details and such, because I want to see how it's looking. Now that we have more atmosphere and such happening here. So we have a little pre-section before the lift hill. Kind of like how the actual Ozark Wildcat did. It kind of did the same motion and went around the corner, went underneath the brake run, and then you go up the lift. So it basically starts out exactly the same for the most part. And then the drop is easily, obviously, the same as Wildcat as well. Which is a very unique kind of drop for GCI as well. Oh crap, we got hit with the block section? I thought I fixed that. Darn it. Where it kind of like has a little pre-section before you go down into the swooping drop. Pop out over to the left here. Go through some airtime, a twisted airtime hill, some twisty sections, a swooping turn right there, bend to the right and left here. It's gonna take us into the little helix section. We're gonna bend out to the left, and then a lot of just like low to the ground airtime pops with some twists and turns. And then we'll keep doing that until we hit the final brake run. Very, very nice. You see our gates will open over there to let guests out. Did I not add a minimum dispatch interval? I did not. I probably should. Probably should add one. Maybe 45 seconds would be enough. Always try to avoid the train stopping at the top of the lift if I can. Because that's not obviously realistic. It might go without stopping. It's gonna stop for half a second. See if the 45 seconds should be enough. Honestly, that's probably a little bit too much. What are the ride? Let's check these ride stats again. 3,100 feet of track. 3,163 feet of track. Max speed of 47 miles an hour. Biggest drop's only 55 feet, but it's just kind of counting from here to here. G-forces look pretty realistic. Airtime count of just 2. Apparently it's only got 0.9 seconds of airtime. Track scenery rating's already very high, which is good. Alright, it's rolling out about the time I would want it to. The most ideal thing is that it's not stacking, so it's not really stopping, but... Yes, I know who Hulk Hogan is. I think even non-wrestling fans know who Hulk Hogan is. We're gonna see how these cycles kind of flow, though. Making sure they're gonna be alright. Other trains rolling out already. Look, we're at a crossover moment. Oh, kind of, not really. I thought we were. I think it's far enough along where it shouldn't stop, but we'll see. Come on, clear that block. Yeah. No stopping there. You're gonna change your vote for the next stream? Red Dead Redemption 2. I should play it. Should play some Red Dead Online. I wouldn't say it's the best game ever, at least for me anyways. I do love open world games though, like that's just... Simulation's up there as my favorite, and then it goes open world. So... those are my two favorite genres of games. But like simulation, it's gotta be particular. I'm a little picky with my simulation games, but simulation typically is my favorite. Like theme park simulators, I like a lot of different other simulators too, like City Skylines is fun. I kind of want to play City Skylines again. I don't know what you guys think, but I want to play City Skylines again to get ready for City Skylines 2. Because I kind of want to get into that game a lot. So I think I got the one DLC where you can actually add a theme park to your city. I think I did buy that DLC. For City Skylines. The wood coaster looks so good from far away. It's starting to look really good. I'm excited. Arcade, where you do whatever you want instead of only following the story. That's one thing I like about open world games is this, like, you have countless hours of doing whatever you want to do and just kind of exploring, and there's just more to it. Story-driven games, I don't hate them, but like you just kind of like play through it and then you're done with it forever. Games like Planet Coaster, I have nearly 4,000 hours on. I can constantly be playing games like this forever. Like without... like, I'm always going to have something to do in here, whether it's build a new park. It just has so much replayability when you have, like, sandbox games, like Planet Coaster, basically. Architect Mark multiplayer might be a good idea, this one. We can do all of it, guys. We can do all of it. At some point. At some point, we'll do all of it. You know? We can only do one at a time, but we can do all of those. So don't worry, we'll get around to it. See, this is the hardest part, is trying to... because the queues are skinnier. I mean, I could make it the bigger queue. I could make this part. Let's see if we could do that. It might actually be... well... let's just see. We have an undo button, so... we go Q, and then we go with the larger Q for out here. I didn't think about doing that. So the stairs can be larger, but then it's not going to be in the right spot, and it's going to overlay the the queue down below. I didn't think that would happen. I should play Sims 4. I do have Sims 4. I should play it again, though. I got a lot of games I can play. Alright, let's go ahead and undo that. I think we should just keep it the way it is. We're just going to have to adjust. You guys want me to play Sims 4? I don't have all the expansions and packs and stuff, but I do have a decent amount, or some of the packs. I don't remember exactly which ones I have, but... I have a fair few, though. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do it this way. Where these pieces are higher up. Bum, bum, bum. For our stairs here. Among Us. I think I do think Among Us would be fun. I just have never played it. I know what it is, but I just have never actually played it. Alright, we're gonna go this route, and basically we're just gonna go in and make this not part of the building. How else can I get that? We'll just go and here and do it this way. And then if we edit this building, we can go to our here and just, what else do I have selected? There we go. Bring this over so we don't have a gap there. We want to get rid of that gap in the floor. It's gonna have to be further this way. We're gonna have to get the smaller piece for this to work. There we go. Go edit this building here. I'll have to fix that. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, alright. Okay. Gosh, Mr. S. If we did Among Us, would we have to do voice chat? I don't think you would. I don't know if we would have to. But I mean, we might have to. Probably, yeah, definitely, because it would make sense. But don't want Mr. S to show up. The only thing about Among Us is it would probably need to be a thing we do outside of streaming, maybe, because obviously stream sniping and such is a thing. So, not saying anybody would do that, but you know. Is Among Us free or does it cost money? I never know because I don't have it. I've never played it before. I've barely seen any gameplay on it too. Like, I know the premise of it, but we're gonna move these around to get rid of those fighting textures real quick. It's free on mobile. Okay, same as this. So Discord would be safer, but less fun. Free on mobile. It's like $5 on Steam. Gotcha. I figured it'd be like really cheap though if it did cost. And I just find it interesting that it's free on mobile and then it costs money for like Steam, like PC. But whatever. $5 is $5. Not a big deal. Among Us after party. Maybe we should play Among Us. I don't know. Link to Discord. I think I have it in the description. Let me know if it doesn't work. I should have an invite on the Discord. There should be an invite on the description, and it should be one that doesn't expire. Should be. Or you can just use... There, Coaster Gnome's got it. As well. Alright, that's looking pretty nice. I don't usually get too hyped for my station work, but man, this is looking pretty spicy. I think I'm getting better at stations. I think I've always been pretty decent at them, but like I think I'm getting even better. It's a little bland right here. We might need to add some sort of pizzazz. Like this wooden section just seems kind of boring. Just put something in there. Spice it up a little bit. You know. Hello, welcome to the stream. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Put a couple of support beams here. You deleted Among Us because it got boring. See, I've never played it before, so... Blank Ghost soundtrack does hit different, man. It's starting to become nostalgic for me. Like, bro, you could tell, just by the music alone, that they care about the game that they're making, compared to, like, Roller Coaster Tycoon World, when they made theirs. You can just tell the vast differences of who cared more, you know? Hey, Spirit Games. And, like, even Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo has a fantastic soundtrack as well. I mean, I think I slightly prefer Planet Coasters a little bit more, but Planet Zoo soundtrack is really good, too. It has the same feel, too. But it makes me feel... like, Planet Zoos is definitely, like... Definitely, you can tell it's zoos, and not theme parks. Like, you can just tell by listening to it. But man. And then, again, rewatching the trailer, the announcement trailer, it's just insane how incredible it is. Let's do it when I play other games. Among Us has never become boring. I guess it probably depends on who you're playing with, maybe. I can see maybe it getting boring if you're like just playing maybe playing with some randos. Random people maybe, but I don't know. Man, our station here is looking mighty fine, I think. Mighty fine. I really hope Planet Coaster 2 actually happens, you know? It's got to. Just has to. The amount of potential that game could have is insane. This is me. The amount of potential is just insane. The potential is so high. And it could be one of the best, if not the best, theme park sim game of all time. It's got that potential. Just want to add a little spice to that because it was looking a little bland right there. Used to play public. Those people, but emergency means this season starts and leave when we don't. It's annoying. Yeah, I would probably only play Among Us with people I know. I probably wouldn't play it with just random people. Roller Coaster Maniac, playing Planet Coaster right now, nice. As you can see, so am I. I'll never stop playing this game. The only way I would stop playing Planet Coaster is if Planet Coaster 2 came out. You know what I'm saying? That's literally the only way I would stop playing. But man, the amount of stuff we could get in a second game would be so fire. Planet Coaster 2, man, it's got that potential to be the best. the GOAT of all theme park sims. I'm telling you. Alright, we're gonna stay consistent on the exit side of things too here. By basically placing the same kind of style for the ramp here. Doing the same stuff. When is the Among Us? Do you keep asking? Just join Discord, nice. Always want to play this game, but it costs $12 and I only have 2 PlayStation dollars. Oh, you mean like on the console edition? Gotcha. I've only played the console edition like twice. I should boot up the console. I own it. Mostly just because I mainly got it just so I could have a physical copy of Planet Coaster, kind of, because it is a physical copy too, so. And I just want to support Frontier and basically let them know that they need to keep this series going. I will give them my hard-earned money if they keep putting out, if they put a sequel out to this. I don't care if I don't have the money. I will take out a loan to make sure I have enough money to buy Planet Coaster 2. That is certain. But with that being said, I'm not saying Frontier's perfect. I'm just saying they're our best shot of getting the game of our dreams. You know? They are the closest. Because these games are special. Very special. What if Planet Coaster 2 has a requirement that you have to play Sea of Thieves for 24 hours first? That would make absolutely no sense, and obviously I would do it, but like, that's not happening. I'd be playing 24 hours straight too. Like I would. There's no doubt that I'd be playing 24 hours straight to unlock it. Like, not a gap in between. I'm getting that game right as soon as possible. Do what creators when needed. Wait 100 years to release a sequel. I mean, it's already been... how many years now? 7? My gosh, I can't believe Planet Coaster is as old as it is already. It just blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind how old it is already. Like, I'm starting to get that feeling kind of like when I had with Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, waiting for the next sequel, and it never came. Like, I'm starting to get those feelings again, because it's been 7 years. It's pushing a decade. You want Among Us? I know. You Among Us. Next stream, you can play Planet Coaster again. Like, I'm starting to get those feelings again, like, man, Planet Coaster is great, you know, I did the same thing. Or RCT3 is great, but I really want the next generation. Its last DLC was the Ghostbusters DLC, and that was back in right before Planet Zoo came out, I think. So it would have been back in Planet Zoo came out in 2019, so it would have been probably 2019. I think 2019 was the last DLC and update that the game got. So it's been like 4 years since we've gotten an update in this game. Now, obviously, it would have been different if they would have kept updating it. And I really wish they would have at least done some bug updates to try and help with the bugs and any of the bugs and optimization issues and such. I wish they would have continued to work on that. But the way they just dropped the game entirely, basically, it just screams a sequel's on its way to me. Like, why would they just completely stop working on it? I mean, you could argue, like, yeah, they're working on Planet Zoo right now, which I guess makes sense, but why would they just completely stop updating the game out of nowhere? To me, it just screams sequel, and the fact that they left out a lot of stuff that we want makes me think, like, oh, we can market that stuff for the sequel, you know? That's how I've always thought about it. Oh, you want mock extreme spinning coasters, you want RMC single rails, you want these rides, you want a water park expansion, you want all this stuff. Buy our second game, buy the sequel, because it has all that. The way it's a marketing thing. They could make so much, because if you put everything in the first game, you have nothing left to do for a second game. So, like, you gotta leave a little bit of leeway in where you can do that. Was it 2018? I thought it was 2019, or like early 2019. I thought that's when Ghostbusters came out. Let me see if I can see it on their shop. I don't know if it has the release dates of the DLC on here, but let me take a look at Planet Coasters. Which, by the way, Planet Coasters 75% off right now. Geez, it's $11.24. In case you guys was wondering, there's a big sale on it right now. Okay, Ghostbusters. It was 2019. June 4th, 2019 is when Ghostbusters came out. The DLC for Ghostbusters. I knew it was 2019. Ghostbusters was the last DLC they did, and it was June 4th, 2019 was the last time they ever updated this game. They did add the little DLC subscription thing, but that was about it. Which basically is just you can pay monthly and you get all the DLC. It's really nice if you want to try the DLC out first before you buy it all, but yeah, it was June 4th, 2019 was the last time we got DLC for Planet Coaster. A lot of people are saying, I think, that even Planet Zoo's might be almost done with its doing all its DLC. I think it got a lot more DLC than Planet Coaster. Need a date and time? I mean, I don't have a date and time, and I don't like making dates and times right now on Among Us. Alright, we're gonna do little footers here. I'll just raise that up a little bit next time. What the? No, I hate it when I grab the wrong thing. The wrong thing. The thingy. Little safety sign. We're just gonna raise it up above the footer. There we go. Maybe they're working on something, but COVID happened and they... Yeah, I definitely think Planet Coaster 2 got delayed from the pandemic, for sure. I think that's easily, for sure, it got delayed. Everything in the world got delayed, okay? Just everything. Everything was delayed. You want an Among Us game? I will join you. Nice. I want to say I want to go back to the coaster since I did not when I was to, but at least city Las Vegas is awful. I've been to Las Vegas. I had a lot of fun. I mean, I was a kid when I went, but I always thought Vegas was pretty fun. Because I remember my parents would be at the casinos, and I was out in the Adventure Dome. They had a lot of arcades there too, so I loved arcades as a kid, so I'd be in the arcades a lot. I do like casinos a lot too, though. Like, it's just fun. Even though you do lose money, it can still be fun. Which, most of the time you're gonna lose money, but I haven't done many casinos, and I don't gamble very often, just like maybe once a year I will go out to a casino, but apparently I'm really good at slot tournaments. I did a couple slot tournaments and did really good. Hey Rocket, what's up? I just now saw that you were in the chat. This area's coming together, though. Very nice. Probably should start doing some queues. Stuff for the queue line. Probably should do that. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's after 8 o'clock already. Jeez, we've been live for over 3 hours. It's crazy. I probably need to go make some dinner because I'm sure my lovely wife wants some dinner soon. I think we're gonna make some chicken Alfredo tonight. I gamble all the time. Underage gambling style. Oh my gosh, Silas, no. Minimum age for gambling in Missouri? I don't know. Is there even many places to gamble in Missouri? When I first turned 21, my dad took me out to the casino, and we went and I went out there, had my first drink. I actually waited till I was 21 before I had my first drink. Because alcohol never actually interested me in any way, shape, or form. I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. I still kind of think it's dumb sometimes. I usually have a drink like maybe twice a year. If that. I don't drink that often. I've never been drunk. I just don't like alcohol that much, so I'd rather crack open a Dr. Pepper. To be honest. If I had the choice between a beer and a Dr. Pepper, I'm taking the Dr. Pepper. I do like this little pebble texture, though. It's going to be really nice. And I'm glad I'm actually using it for something. 'Cause I've been wanting to use it for something. Oh, I didn't realize that was gonna be right there. Couple accidental slips. I'm sure that's fine. I'm right there with you, Silas. I think it's kind of dumb as well. Like, just alcohol's nasty in general. Like, it just tastes bad. Like, why? And it causes you to make really bad decisions too. Not gonna go there, but, you know. I just don't think it's the best thing. Soda better. I think so too. Oh, Mike's Lemonade. Yeah, Mike's Lemonade's alright. Like, it doesn't taste too bad, but... There's very few alcoholic beverages that I think actually taste good. Yeah, ginger ale's not... is a soda, so... I'm sure there might be some sort of alcoholic ginger ale, but... out there, but I don't know. Because it was funny, but like I think for my 21st birthday, I got like tons of alcohol like as gifts and everything. I think it took me many years to drink it all. Like it took me quite a long time to get it all, get rid of all of it. So. Like a long time. Like I said, I have a drink like once in a while, like I said, maybe twice a year. I drink a little bit, but like it's nah. Alright, I am pretty happy with how this has turned out. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Very good. Let's go ahead and head into the Tejicam a little bit here. See what it would be like to enter Adventure Hills for the first time. You'd be walking through here, get your tickets. Shrek theme gift shop. There's your Emporium. Nice little gift shop for all your gift shopping needs, I guess. We have a nice ice cream parlor. That's what that's gonna be. We have our go-karts. A little quick service restaurant here with some chief beef and some gulpy soda. And of course we have the Wild Mouse coaster. We have a scrambler. We have a Revolution. A few kid rides and some churros. Along with some sweets. Let me in. Little swing ride. I don't even drink soda. I kind of drink soda, but it's more juice mixed with soda. And it's, yeah, shout out to my parents for keeping me healthy, right? Hey, if you can stay away from soda, you know, that's actually a good thing, so. I probably could quit drinking soda if I wanted to. Like, I probably could do it. But I get a really bad caffeine headache if I don't have soda enough. So that's what's kind of kept me, but like again, I could probably quit it if I wanted to. I could if I could find a good substitute for it. Like our sponsor, Dubby. See if we can get some good shots here. Nice, beautiful shots of the Ozark Bobcat. Actually a pretty good shot. Oops. No reshade with reshade. I can hit the E-stop on my ride panel to pause the game. And then to unpause the game, I just reset it. I love that I can unpause it like that too. Everyone goes to Six Flags Great America. All the rides are running great. Nice to hear. Miss Eddie's at Carowinds, even though I never went in there, still miss it. But one would go through the queue line, go right up, get right up close and personal with the Ozark Bobcat itself. Head into the station. Goes the train. Anyways. Oh, everything blacked out. I don't know why that happens. Love the wild mouse sign. I did not make the wild mouse sign, so it's actually blueprinted. The ride itself is blueprinted, so I actually, like, this is a blueprint, but I actually modified the ride to the way I wanted it to, so it's halfway blueprinted and then halfway me making some modifications. Because I made it a lot smaller than what it was. Let's see if I can bring up the real one. Yeah, here's the blueprint that I used from it. And you can see I down the size a lot and got rid of a lot of stuff too. To the way that I wanted. So yeah, I didn't make it. I made it a lot less tall. I got rid of these big drops here. I got rid of the big drops. Got rid of all this extra weird stuff on the side. And the only thing I really kept was the sign and the little bit of the last bit of the layout. And of course the station as well. Can I ride some of the rides? We'll ride the wood coaster again real quick. I mean, it's the most notable ride here that we have. And then we can ride, I guess, a couple of the other rides. I mean, we only have 2 coasters right now. There's only going to be probably 3 coasters when this is done. This is the biggest one, of course. I love reshade. It's got a lot. Add so much more. The caffeine drinks makes you really tired. Gotcha. Oh, come on. I thought I fixed it to where it's not gonna stop up here. Small scale old Eurofighter. It's probably not gonna. That's probably too big for what I want to do. This is the biggest ride here. Is going to be this, and then I mean, small scale Eurofighter wouldn't be big, but I'm gonna keep it. The third coaster is probably going to be like a very small kids coaster. I can't make the park too good. That's the thing I gotta watch out for. I can't make the park great. It's gotta have flaws for the sake of the, for the scenario itself. Make a janky Pinfari. That's probably what I should do. I want to do something like really janky. Because the last coaster is probably going to go somewhere over here on the right side. This is probably about half of the park that we have, and then we're going to do another half over here. So we're probably about halfway, probably roughly halfway there. When it comes to the park size, it's going to be really, really small, but... The first objective is basically you're gonna want it to build a coaster or some sort of attraction that's gonna attract a lot of people. So it needs to have, there needs to be something substantial to it. Alright, let's ride the Wild Mouse. We're gonna go in the seat view just because we want to get the full experience of the spin. Good custom scenarios about only time I pull Planet Coaster out. Nice. Yep, I'm gonna have to test it a lot before I put it out there, because I'll have to test out a lot of the scenario itself and see what works, what doesn't work, and see exactly the exact objectives I want to do. This is such a boring ride. I made it so boring, which I guess is the idea. Well, that support kind of clips through the track. I just now saw that. Making one yourself called Lake Naracho, inspired by Lake Compounds. Have a GCI wooden coaster that has a helix as the drop. Interesting. Joe does Among Us, it would probably be on Discord because otherwise people would cheat. Yeah, I'd probably just do like a Discord. You know what's interesting? Fluffy came onto this when I first started the stream and just said Joseph and then nothing else. He never actually said anything else. He just said Joseph. And then left. Wild Mouse, Cedar Point. He still hasn't booked his hotels yet. Got his time off approved, though. DM'd you the ride you shoot. Oh, I actually just took a look at that. I was actually looking through Discord right now. And I saw that. It looks so safe. Whee! Got so much nostalgia. Cheeky piece of crap. Pretty much. The Celebration City had a revolution. I remember, I think it was called Fireball. It was really fun. They also had a Chaos. I don't know if any of you guys have seen those, but that was really fun too. I think the ride model was called Chaos, but like, it's like when it was spinning, and then the cars that you were in could also flip 360 or flipped as upside down as well, and it looked really cool off ride too. How would you go about making it? What track would I use and what trains? Good question. I feel like, track-wise, there's not really anything great in the game that resembles that Pinfari kind of. You'd have to probably just use a flat track of some sorts. Maybe. But they don't have it in Chaos and Planet Coaster, but they have it in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I know that. As for what coaster type, I would probably go with, what does the Looney Tunes look like? I mean, just kind of like your basic flat track. I'm also trying to check some of the rides that have like a different. Oh yeah, you'd have to custom support the loop and everything. So, let's see. It's not like a fully flat track. It's kind of a little different. I don't know if a junior coaster would work very well or not. The flat Eurofighter track. I mean, that's kind of the same as Looney Tunes, isn't it? I mean, I guess it would work. I mean, it's just a normal flat track, and then if you did the custom supports for it. Only thing is, if you do a lift hill, it's gonna look like that. It's gonna have that box track, so and you can't really change that. So unless you did a vertical lift. Unless you did like LSMs or and then just covered it up to look like a lift, but I feel like that'd be too much work. Flat track, since Intamin actually did a coaster with a similar layout. In Paris. Disneyland. I just wanted to take a look at the water coaster and see if it was anything that was even remotely close to resembling. So that's like this. That's the Skyrush trains. The Wild Mouse one looks. So you got Wild Mouse, and then another one that could maybe be is the spinning car here. I almost think this track would work pretty well. And you also have this one too. I'd say one of these two. And again, it's not perfect, but the track is pretty small, so. And then you would have to go in and figure out what trains you would go with. Yes, dive coaster trains. Do. Iron Fury. But the bobsleds, that would. Like, what is the name of the bobsled one? Sometimes it's easier just to look it up this way. Sometimes I forget that the bobsleds are even in here. That there's a wooden bobsled. I don't think the bobsled would look good. Because that's only single passenger trains, and over here it's just kind of like a normal coaster car. Like there's nothing too special about it. You just need like just a normal looking car. SLV is kind of like my go-to when I'm just kind of getting generic looking cars. And just make them short. So if we went SLV and just did like 3 cars on it. Because that would be the same capacity. Only thing is it actually does fit this track pretty well, actually. I mean, it's not perfect, but it actually fits around the track pretty well. That's another thing you have to consider, too. See which one it fits better on. And they're about the same. It's not perfect, the front's a little bit too long, but I think the rest of the cars actually fit the best when you're talking about this, so. Now the Wild Mouse this would probably be the better option just because you could potentially use the in-game support structure on this. Because it's like a Wild Mouse support structure, so. And it kind of gives you those box supports that you would probably use, more likely to use, so. And then you just make a nice little drop here. And just make a nice little loop. Nice little straight drop too. Hey, you gotta make sure it's janky. That is for sure. It's basically a circular loop, which is actually one of the more dangerous loops, which is the funny part. Okay, I'm gonna have to lead over a little more. Wait, how far over we're gonna go? Let's go exactly right at 12:06. And we'll go 12:08. Because that's the closest we're gonna get to. And then we go here, 180, and back to 0. Perfect! I'm thinking about having one. I think it might be fun. But if we do have one, it's probably gonna be a little later because I'm gonna make some dinner first. Oh yeah, that is gonna be beautifully uncomfortable. Perfect. I just want to see how this rides. I love that the smoothing tool is gonna make it tighter too. Actually, it's perfect the way it is. Let's go ahead and test it. Alright, let's get up the lift real quick. Alright. Hopefully we can complete it. Should be able to. Whee! Wow, that was a lot smoother than I thought it would be. I didn't even smooth it out either. I actually created a solid loop. It's not janky enough. It actually doesn't look like it would kill anybody. What is it? Raging Spirits at their intimate coaster with a similar layout to Zyklon. Yes, that park definitely want to visit someday, right? Rules on alternate accounts on the Discord if they're for the joking purposes. What's that mean? Needs to be tighter. Yeah, I made this way too smooth, didn't I? There we go. That's more realistic. The smoothing tool coming in clutch. Still seems too smooth. It does look janky though. Okay, that does look pretty bad because of how tight the trains take that. That was pretty bad. But alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and save here, and I'm probably going to head off for now. It is a neck breaker. I'm going to head off for now. I got to go make some, I'm going to probably go make some dinner. I'm getting hungry. I got to work tomorrow. I originally was off, but I got to work tomorrow now, so I do appreciate you guys stopping by the stream, and hope you guys had a good time. And I'm going to try and start doing some nightly streams, hopefully. So I'm going to try to, anyways. So I hope you guys had fun. Make sure you guys have a great day. Even cooler tomorrow, and I'm going to catch you guys next time, hopefully tomorrow night. So if we're going to do after party in Discord, I guess I'll let you know in the Discord, so we'll see. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, and goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.